So, power of question. How come a question is so powerful? तो होता यह है कि जब आप किसी से कुछ सवाल पूछते हो तो सवाल इन्वेजिव नहीं होता. A question never threatens you. A question never pokes you. Imagine you are standing on, a railing, right? And there is uh, a tiger in front of you, right? But you know that, and let's say there is a glass in between. You know that the tiger is dangerous, but it can't do anything to you. So you're confident. You can see the tiger as an observer. But just imagine if the cage is open, or if there is no glass in between, and you are in front of that tiger. And he's not going to kill you, but still, how will you feel? You would simply be afraid. You would no more be the observer. The fear will engulf you. Same is the situation with us. When you ask a question to someone, it so happens that the person feels that he is sitting in a dark auditorium, and on the stage which is lit comes the question. And the observer is at his discretion to see and analyze the question. There is no fear. There is no pressure. There is no foundation. It is simply non-threatening. And then you are at your best when you are an observer. But if you ask something, for example, if you ask someone, that please do this, or or why didn't you do this? These are invasive questions. They're entering your mind, and they're demanding you to do something. So the first response which generates in the brain is of fear. And then there's an analysis which has to happen. Think of the brain like a computer. It needs some time to react. But the inertia of tapping into all those new memories itself takes a toll, and you're not very open. And default reaction is aversion. Therefore, questions are very, very powerful. And even more powerful are the questions which make you say no. Because the moment you say no, you are in command. It's as if in the same cage you have the power to create a glass between you and the tiger which will not break. You say no, and suddenly you're safe, you're in command. So that is how we react to questions. Therefore, when you are in a team, or whenever you are asking a person, if you want him to be available and open to you, you'll first have to ask him a question. And if you really want him to do something for you, you'll have to make him feel in control. So you'll have to ask a question which makes him say no. When a person says no 3 times, that is when he is psychologically adept to say yes, because he feels in command. And the more you make a person talk to you, the more he feels familiar with you. The more he feels that you understand him. And again, questions play an important part in terms of making this person speak. This is where mirroring comes into question. Because when you ask a person and repeat what he says, he understands, he thinks that you understood him. And it makes him explain more, makes him feel in command. So as humans, we always want to be in command. And questions are a great way of making you feel in command. And often, it can also be used to control you, where while you feel in command, we are getting what we want. That's negotiation. Controlling an outcome of an interaction is negotiation. So that is the power of questions. You can even control a person. So therefore, in your team, always ask questions. Questions help keep the environment psychologically safe. Right? And plus, there are many other things to leadership. Yeah, but of course, at the end of the day, it's interaction between a set of people. And each event is a negotiation of sorts. You want something, they want something. They are letting to let go of something, you are willing to let go of something. You want to arrive at a conclusion. So negotiation is everyday life. And the fundamental remains the same. That we as humans want to remain in control. And the biggest power of question. Right? We spoke about two things. How a question makes you feel in control. Then we discussed that how a question can even help control you. But the biggest part, and we even discussed that how a question can keep you talking while making you feel you are in control. And third, we discussed that a question can also be a tool which can be used, for all negotiations. But the most important thing, apart from all this, is, and this is the biggest power of a question, is that without a right question, there is never a right answer. And that's the importance of questions. What you ask also becomes very, very important. If you have framed a right question, you will of course get the right answer. So whenever you're searching for something in life, first ask yourself, have you asked yourself a right question or not? This is so simple but yet so profound. And this is the biggest power of a question. It makes you feel psychologically safe. It makes you be in control. At least feel that you're in control. It can make you talk. It can make you agree on things. It can indirectly control you. But it can also change your life. You have to negotiate with yourself. Because there is an observer within you. And then there's you. Well, the question to you is, with whom do you identify yourself more? Are you an observer, or are you the one who is doing things? Because if you become the observer, then you have the greatest power to ask questions from yourself. And you can control your own self. So negotiation is not even something which happens between you and others. It can happen within you, with yourself. And that's the ultimate power of question. It can transform you. It can change your life.